Hello, 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 everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art, where I love showing art from my heart and teaching you how to create a little joy in your life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. Welcome to 31 days of Halloween. I am so excited, you guys. So today is day one of 31 days of Halloween. I got a new t-shirt for y'all. Don't worry. In like 10 minutes into painting, it'll be covered with paint. I got a haircut and I am ready to go. So if you've been following me and you've been on my page, this is something that I do every year. I've been doing it for a few years. And usually I invite a bunch of people to do it with me, at least like 15 people. And this year I'm not doing that. Not because I don't like people and not because it wasn't a lot of fun, but mostly because I'm challenging myself to do this. I'm stepping up. It's been a while since I've been live on here, and I wanted to challenge my stuff to 31 days of going live with you guys and putting up a new project, a new Halloween inspired project every day for 31 days. So, did I bite off more than I can chew? I don't know. I'm going to open the chat. I'm going to say, hey, all, and welcome to 31 Days of Halloween. I'm going to get my time lapse started and we will get painting. Guess what we're painting today? Can you guess? Now, these are available if you like. Otherwise, you can just sit and paint. And I'm going to turn you guys around. Okay? How do I do this? There we go. There we go. So let me put this stuff away. Oh, let me put this stuff away and we will get started. So I'll leave these guys here for you to ponder, and I'm going to open these. So when you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. This is live streaming right now to YouTube as well as my Facebook page. And I don't know, I'm using a new streaming app, so I don't know who's going to comment from where. But if you have any questions, comments, let me know. So each of these comes with, it's 3D. So her hair comes apart. They each have two hands. Figure that, right? And then there's all kinds of other accessories. There is pumpkins and a bat and a ghost and a spider, a couple of jack-o'-lanterns, all right? Let me move these up and out the way, and we will get started. So I am so excited. It's been a hot minute, as you know, since I have been here. I can stand these up, actually. Right? Been a real hot minute since I have been here. I'm going to get out like this little, this is what? White peach. I am going to do some flesh tone just for their faces and their necks. I will be providing a color list for anyone who wants it. I will keep track of the colors that I use on this, or if you wanted to, you could then do your own colors. It is totally up to you. I'm just making a little bit of flesh tone, which really, what is flesh tone? It's a mazillion things, right? So I've added up my 3 witches, and I'm going to do my hands too while I'm doing the flesh tone. So let me move those closer. So what has been going on with everyone? You guys excited to be here? Are you into Halloween? Are you not into Halloween? Are you fall? Have you decorated? Let me know. So I'm just making a messy spot there. And I just want to make sure that when I put our hair on here, it all gets covered. And it does. We will see how far down her dress goes. I don't know. Because basically we could do our own thing with our dress when we want to make different necklines. I'm just painting in here a little bit. So when I come to do this, I know we'll be able to see. Okay. So let me know what you've been up to while we paint. So we're going to be doing lots of stuff. I'm doing t-shirts, canvas, glass, sublimation. Um, what else? Wine glasses. I should get a little bit of tape for these. A bunch of, I'm going to put these little pieces down on this piece of tape. This way I can put my finger on the tape, not put my finger in the wood. These will sit still and I can paint them all. You know, I get painty anyway. I'm going to be a mess. But this way I can delay it a little bit, right? You have to be careful when you paint these, though. They have a front and a back, and they become in pairs. So you want to make sure that you have them lined up and you're painting them on the right sides so they will be in pairs and they don't have awkward thumbs. What else are we doing? I have a whole array of, we're going to be doing sublimation tumblers. We're going to be doing paper, junk journal, and paper crafting. I have so many ideas for this 31 days of Halloween. We'll see at the end which is your favorite. We're going to be having giveaways. You name it, we got lots going on. So I did my hands, I did my little faces. I'm going to wash my brush. Okay. I need to check something over here. There it is. I just want to make sure. Yes, I am. Okay. Beauty. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to start out with a flat brush. I think I'm going to start out with her. I'm going to put out a little bit of this. This is one of my favorite colors. It is peacock blue. I'm going to put some out. I have some white out. I have my flat brush. And we're going to get started. I might need a little bit of dark blue with her too. I want her dress to have a little bit of texture. So I thought this was a fun one to start with. Who doesn't love these three witches? I'm going to give her a V-neck. So I'm going to come down here like this. And I'm painting right over the skin tone I gave her to begin with. And I'm just going to start filling this in. But now I'm going to pick up a little bit of the dark blue while I paint her in. So we're giving her dress a little bit of texture, some shading. We don't want to over paint or over blend rather. And what has been new? What's been new? What's been going on in everybody's life? So this morning I went out and I got a haircut. Then I went and made an appointment. Don't tell anyone, but I had to make an appointment to get my car inspected because honestly, it was due yesterday. It expired September 30th. So no time like the present, right? So this morning after my haircut, I went and made an appointment. I didn't actually get my car inspected. I went and made an appointment to get my car inspected, which will be happening tomorrow. Now, would you guys like me to pick a time and go live at that same time every day? Do you guys want to be surprised? Do you guys want me to switch it around? It's totally up to you. I'll be sending out a reminder. I have created a page on my Facebook, on my website rather. It's going to have all the projects. I'm just picking up a little bit of white. It's going to have all the projects and links to the videos and the supply lists and anything else that I can have ready for you. And again, I'm just adding a little bit of white. I want her dress to have a little bit of texture. And there we go, up and down, up and down. Don't be afraid if there's something that you don't like. It's something that you got a little too much color in one place than the other. It's okay. Just paint right over it. It is wood. You can paint right over it. I'm going to give her a little bit of a waist here. And now I'm going to give some like pleats. I'm just using my flat brush, but I'm using it on the chisel edge. And I'm just coming down. I'm giving some pleats to her dress. And I could do the same thing with some white. Now I could be putting in polka dots. I could be very fancy, or I could be very whimsical. And it's totally up to you. And I think I like that. So I'm just going to leave her be for now, and I'll move her. Okay? Stand her up over there to dry. And we're going to be moving on to this one. Is there a project you guys would like to see? Maybe something that you've been wanting to learn? If it is possible, I will take it on. It's totally up to you guys. We shall see. If it's something I can do, I am willing to try it. You know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm okay with that. That's how I roll, right? It's all good. Okay, next up, we're going to do a little purple. So the first thing I'm going to do is go right into my purple and just start painting in. Let me see her neckline. Let me see her neckline. So let's just give her, how high up? Let me see where her hair is. Her hair is here. So we can have her dress come up to here. That's what we'll do. Okay? And let's start painting in this purple. I love it, but it does tend to be a little translucent. We know yellows and oranges are often translucent. Sometimes the brown, the regular traditional brown, is a little translucent. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white, and I'm going to add a little bit of white in here. And look at painting. So daughter number 2 comes home next week. We have a wedding to go to. So we will be traveling for that. Oh, talking about that, I have to get somebody to watch my cat. Forgot about that. Usually her friend stays here and watches our cat. So, but I have to arrange that and hope that she's available. My cat is old. My cat is 17, and she has a thyroid condition, just like me. And she throws up a lot. Not just like me. I don't throw up. Well, not never, but not often. And so the poor thing eats like 5 times a day now. I mean, she is on medication, but it doesn't always help. Today I have to take a ride far and wide, about an hour. I am delivering a growth chart. I had a custom order for a growth chart, and I'm delivering that today. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to have a little bite to eat with APHFM, who then is going to leave for work. And I'm going to deliver my growth chart. Okay, so now, what do you think I should do with her dress? If you're watching this on the replay, please put hashtag replay. Don't forget, these guys are going to get all kinds of accessories and hands too. So we don't have to go that crazy on the dresses, because there's going to be other stuff going on. I tend to be a bit of a minimalist. You guys may have noticed that with my painting. Um, except sometimes when I'm painting flowers, you guys all know I get in the zone, right? I'm going to make the top part of her dress a little bit more dark purple. And I did that by adding this blue. I'm going to give her that little bit of the waistline as well. And I'm going to darken the top up of her dress. Just for now. We'll see what we're going to do. And the sides, of course. Who has decorated already? Anyone? I have not. For as big of Halloween that I am into, I don't decorate as much as I used to. It's weird. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, we don't get trick-or-treaters. I mean, I put out some of my faves still, but I don't decorate exactly like I used to. Last year my daughter was home, we did. Um, but not so much. Hey Jeannie, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 1 of 31 days of Halloween. I'm gonna put that one over there to dry, and I'm gonna wash my brush. Now we're gonna come out to this one. We are doing our wood cutout 3 witches today. These are really fun. You can be as creative as you want, or as, I guess, minimal as you want. It's totally up to you. I know, oh boy. Is that an oh boy for 31 days of Halloween? Yes, it is. You missed my whole thing at the beginning where, I don't know. Did I really cut off too much? We shall see. It is only day 1. Ask me again on day 15. Ask me again. Come on here. Be here on October 15th. And you can say, well, and I'll be like, okay, honest opinion, and we shall see. We'll take it from there, okay? But so far, yes, it sounds fun. If there's anything you want to see, I am going to be doing paper crafts, t-shirts, glass painting. I have other wood cutouts to paint. I'm going to do some new canvases with Halloween designs that I have not painted yet. I have lots planned. I think I have at least, which I need to come up with more, but I think I have at least 20 so far separate projects created. There's a dedicated page on my website for all of them where the supply lists will be available and the videos. I have been a little MIA on here, and I figured I missed you guys. I was hoping you all missed me too. And I figured what better way to get back in action than to do my 31 days of Halloween. But only this time, just me. I guess if I had to call in a sub, that's one of the beauties of the groups that I'm in and the people that I'm with, like Jeannie's palette for one of them. We all are all about community and community over competition. So, you know what? If I was under the weather or I had an emergency or I just needed a break, I know we believe. That's what I'm trying to decide, Jeannie. So I went live at noon today. I'm trying to decide if I should be live at noon every day or if I'm going to move it around, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. Thank you for the sprinkle. I don't know yet. I haven't picked a time only because I didn't want to commit to it, honestly. So we shall see. But anyway, yeah, I know that if I was really stuck, I could call out and I can get somebody to hop on here and do a Halloween project in no time for me. So it's also part of being karma. You get back what you put out there, right? So I'm going to do, look at all these fun accessories here that we're going to be painting. I did our hands already, so let me move those guys. And now I'm going to do my hairs. I love how these guys are 3D. Aren't they cool? I need a little bit of, this is one of my favorite colors. This is not a decor color. Oh, can't find it. This is a plaid color. I should have had it out. I gotta stand up. It is Juneberry, and it is one of my very favorite colors in, nope, I got some berry wine. Oh, oh my. Okay, you know what? We might go with the berry wine then. Juneberry is a little bit deeper in purple, but I'm gonna try and make my own. It's one of my, here it is. You guys! So it's one of my favorite colors. It is a plaid folk art color. It's like an eggplant. Look how beautiful and rich that color is right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to put out a little bit of black. Just a little, just a dab will do ya. I'm going to use my round brush for this. And I'm going to start with her. I'm going to pick up some my Juneberry and then just a teeny bit in the black. I'm going to start swirling it on here. So isn't it nice to be able to have a variety of arts and crafts, things we can check out, people we can follow. Love it, love it, love it. And I don't even care that if anybody is like, you know, say, oh, well, you paint and you paint and you paint. It doesn't matter. Everybody paints different. Not everybody is for everybody, right? I'm going to do the edges of these guys. And now comes the time where I'm going to start and get painty. So I went out this morning, you guys. You guys know that I love me some summer and sunshine. Part of the reason that I've been MIA is because I was enjoying the summer and sunshine. And then, sorry to say, but I get in a little funk at the end of summer and sunshine. And so you guys have not seen me, mostly because of that. I'm doing the sides up here now, because when we glue them together, you're going to see the sides. So I was doing what I needed to do behind the scenes, but there wasn't a lot of me coming up here and sharing my smiley face and my positivity, because it was hard. Sometimes it's hard, you guys. I'm just being honest. Sometimes it is hard. So I'm back now, and I am committed to being here and bringing you guys some art inspiration. And it's fun Halloween, not spooky, scary Halloween. I know there are people out there who are anti-Halloween. I get that. I respect that. That's fine. So you don't have to make the projects that I'm making. A lot of people don't make what I make anyway. You're just here to watch and hang out. So it is all good. It is all good. I love these cutouts. Ooh. I get them from a vendor right here in the US of A. The person, Diverse Woodworking in Indiana, that I use for my door hangers and that I'm going to be using for the stained glass molds, is also from the USA. I like to buy US when I can. It's not always possible. We all know how the world works. But I try. I'm just getting in here and around. It doesn't matter if I get on the front of her, because her hair is going to go on here and cover that. So I'm just trying to get around the edges without getting my fingers in her red dress either. And I love the look of the purple, and the black. Let me see, let me put you guys. That's a little better, right? Because I'm coming a little close to the vest here. Okay? While I have the black, I'm going to do the cat and the bat. And what else? The cat, the bat, oh, and the spider. Again, I want to grab a little piece of tape. I'm going to put it down upside down, and everybody's going to get a corner of this tape. Okay? There we go. This way, I'm not getting too much paint all over me, although I will. And this is just base coating. I came up with this awesome analogy, and you know what? I'm letting everyone use it if they want, although not everybody's going to want to use it, because you know what? If you're not from New York, and New York has two of the best things, pizza and bagels. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. You can get a bagel in Florida, you can get a bagel in the Midwest, but you have not had a bagel or pizza until you have had New York bagels and New York pizza. That's just the way it is. So I started explaining my painting now. So what does pizza and painting have in common? And it is a layering process, just like pizza. Dough, sauce, cheese, toppings. And it is the same way with our painting. Surface, main element color block, secondary element color block, details. And nobody would eat, well, honestly, I've eaten plenty of pizza dough in my life. My job from the time I was 14 to all through high school was working in a pizza place. So yeah, I've eaten plenty of more pizza dough. I've eaten plenty of mozzarella cheese. But anyway, thank you, Jeannie. For the most part, most people are not eating pizza dough. You're not eating pizza dough. You're not eating cold pizza sauce. Okay? And the same way goes for our painting. So just like we wouldn't like to have pizza dough and pizza sauce, the same thing goes for our painting. We paint in layers. We're not worrying about, we're going to cover up the surface. Then we're going to add our main elements, still not done. Then we're going to add our secondary elements, still not done. Then we're going to add our toppings, and whatever topping that is that you like, that's what you get. And I always freak people out because my favorite topping is probably everyone else's least favorite topping. And I always ask them to guess what it is, but you know what? People, I am a big fan of the anchovy on my pizza. I'm a big fan of pretty much anchovy on anything. I know, it's weird. Why can't my orange is not working? I know. Weird to say, right? But I am. Oh, let's use this one. Love me some anchovy. Pasta, salads, Caesar salad. So I'm just going to put out a little bit of this bright orange. I have a little bit of that deep orange. Using my liner brush, mixing them up again. I'm going to come to the hair. And so this is just the base coat now of our hair. We're going to add details. We're going to put stuff in here. We have these 3D to come in here and glue when we're done. See, you love pineapple on pizza. I don't know. I've never had pineapple on pizza. So let me ask you this. When you have pineapple on pizza, is it pizza with sauce and mozzarella cheese? Or is there something else on it and then pineapple? That's because that's what I've always wondered about. When people are having pineapple pizza, is it standard what people think of like regular pizza with tomato sauce and cheese with pineapple, or is it like a totally different pizza? When I would, you know what was good? And I'm not a proponent. So if you guys go to Price Club, yes, it is still Price Club. if you guys go to Price Club, they have canned chicken. And in the past, I've bought this canned chicken, and I didn't love it. And I like to cook. Not everybody likes to cook. I know that. Not everybody has time to cook. Honestly, I like to cook. But APHFM, Almost Perfect Husband for me, does most of the cooking here. I gotta be honest. I used to do more. I've gotten way worse. I will still cook, but not like I used to, and he really does most of the cooking. But anyway, I digress. So when I was in Costa Rica visiting my daughter back in early September, she was house sitting and dog sitting, and they had some canned chicken from the Price Club. It's actually not called Price Club. It's going to be like can of bacon on the same. Wow, interesting. It's not called Price Club. You guys know it's not called Price Club here anymore either. It's Costco. Stupid name. But anyway, it's called Price Smart in Costa Rica. Costa Rica doesn't have a lot of big box stores. About an hour and a half, an hour from my daughter is this Price Smart, which is Price Club, Costco, whatever, and a Walmart. But aside from that, Costa Rica is very different than here. It's not, you can't go to Target. You can't just go out. My daughter cannot just order on Amazon and expect it to come the next day. Or there's no formal, how did I get on talking about this? There's no formal delivery service. There's no mail service. If you're waiting for something, you have to go to the post office. It's interesting. But anyway, back to the chicken. So she was house sitting. I went to help her house sit and dog sit because, it was a beautiful house. So she just needed my help. And they had this canned chicken. So we Googled it up and we made chicken crust Caesar salad pizza. It was so good, you guys. So good. There's a recipe online. It wasn't even that involved. The chicken, I think egg, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper if you want. You make it into a dough. You make the pizza crust. And then we put Caesar salad on top. We didn't have anchovies, but that's okay. We baked the chicken crust for the pizza in the oven, and then we put the salad on top when it came out and cut it up. It was so good, you guys. So the next time I go to a Price Club, I'm gonna get some canned chicken because not only was it good. I mean, if you like Price Club has really good products. This is Kirkland canned chicken. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you have to have canned chicken. No, I'm not being like that. However, this was really good, and it was quick, and it was simple, and I felt like it was kind of oh, I should have done the pumpkins when I did her orange hair. It wasn't too unhealthy. I used the canned chicken. Oh, see, you use the canned chicken for chicken casserole. The only thing I used to ever make use the chicken with was for chicken salad. But this was really good, and it was quick. You bake it in the oven. We used 2 cans because they were small. So I think it makes like a personal size pizza. I guess I probably could have made them a little thinner too, but we made one each with each can. I mean, you could look it up. It was egg, Parmesan cheese, some breadcrumb if you want, and I like the breadcrumb. We used some flavored breadcrumb, and that just added a little bit more flavor. But you could put spices in there or not, or just do the chicken and the cheese. And the egg to hold it together. A little bit of black there. But it was really good. It was really good. And another thing that I started doing there is kale chips. We were loving the kale chips. I forgot my bird. I did an in-person paint party with these a couple weeks ago, and I could not get someone to realize that the bird went like this, and this is the bird's tail up here in the air, and the beak was over here. And I guess if you wanted it to have legs, the legs would be down here. Okay. I love how fairly quick these wood cutout things go too. The acrylic paint dries really, really fast. And again, you could be as detailed or as not as you want to be. And this is just day 1. I will be back tomorrow for day 2. Painting my ghost. And you see our ghost has eyes, our spider has eyes. We're not going to paint around those. We're just painting right over them. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to then come in and add the eyes. Most of these little separate pieces, I didn't paint around the edges. I like the look of the burnt edge from the laser cutter. But because this is a ghost and it's white, I want to make sure it's all white. So I am painting around the edges. But with the pumpkins and stuff, I like leaving it natural like that. You know what I liked too? So my husband works nights, and I'm gonna get some of that chicken and leave it in the, it's canned, so it's gonna last. Leave it in the cabinet, because whipping up a little chicken crusted Caesar salad pizza for dinner for me when he's at work would be really good. Okie doke. Alrighty, I should plug in my glue stick. 1 second, I'll be right back. Who remembers the Saturday morning cartoons, and they go, after these messages, we'll be right back. You guys remembering that? I remember. Okay. So back to, so here we go. She is all ready. And I'm going to be just simple with her. All right. I'm going to get my liner brush and put it in a little water, bring my fibers together. I need some fresh white on my palette here. And I'm just going to give her some highlights. So around the shoulders, down the side, I'm using my pinky against the wood and just pulling my hand down. Oh, put on the tape. And then using my pinky to rest on this side and pulling my hand down. Okay. Maybe on the bottom, we want to make a little zigzag for the bottom of her dress. And then I just put a little design down there. Okay. And we'll put her aside. Now we're going to get this one. Get out a little gold paint. This is one of my favorite metallic paints. This is 14 karat gold from Folk Art. Love it. All right. So I'm going to come in here with this gold. I still have some white in my brush. I didn't even wipe my brush. That's okay. The white actually helps the gold not be so translucent. And I'm just going to add a little bit of detail now to her. And you could be as fancy as you want. I'm going to do some crisscross here. When you do these crisscrosses, you want your lines to be fairly parallel. You guys know I do not use a ruler. You can use a ruler if you want. And that is okay with me. Although I want this to be a little bit more like this, so I'm just going to come in here. Ta-da! And that's the top of her dress. I can take the gold now again, run my pinky down the side of the wood. Can you guys see? Yes, you can. And then maybe add like a little scallop on the bottom. Just simple things, dressing them up a little bit. So there's that one. And now we have her. So now I did quite a bit on her dress. So I don't want to be doing a lot up here on the bodice. So I'm just going to come in my white and just do a little bit of decoration and some highlight. Again, we don't need to do too much because we still have our 3D little characters to put on. We got a little bit of white on there. Let me fix that. It is acrylic paint. You can fix anything. And when it dries, you won't even know. Okay? Come back to these guys. I'm going to use the back of my brush. I want to give it green. Put out a little bit of this green here. I'm going to dip the back of my brush, and I'm going to give our spider some green eyes. Isn't that cool? All right. Now our cat, we're looking at our cat from the back. So our cat doesn't need eyes. And get some white. Put some highlight on the ears. I'm going to highlight the tail. That's it. A little bit of highlight. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Now our bat is etched. So it has these little indentations where we can see to add the lines. And I'm just going to put in some white there for his eyes. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the ghost, except I'm going to dip in the black. And I'm going to draw in the ghost eyes. And then we have our bird. If you wanted to make your bird red or blue, totally up to you. I did his beak with a little bit of orange. And I'm going to dip in the white and give him a white eye right there. And then let's give him a little bit of tail feather. Okay. Then I'm going to come up to her and I'm going to give her some curls. Now, if you're working on something like this and you wanted to use a paint pen instead, go right ahead. That's totally up to you. Sometimes new painters, or even it was hard for me for a while, struggle with not being so heavy-handed. So if you wanted to use a paint pen to do all these little details, you can. It's totally up to you. I'm just doing these little tiny, little white, almost like apostrophes or frown faces, highlighting in here. the curls on her hair. You can do that if you want or not. Totally up to you. I'm just going to a little black, and I'm going to just wipe my brush. I'm putting my brush in the hole, and I'm just pulling it out a little bit. It's almost like I'm wiping my brush off on this piece of wood. I'm putting it inside, and I'm rubbing it to the outside and making a little bit of shadow. Not all the way around, just on some of the holes to make a little bit more detail and make the jack-o'-lantern face just pop, just a little bit. I'm just wiping my brush. If you want to skip this, you could. If you want to use a paint pen, you could. If you wanted to just outline, you could. If you wanted to just leave it. It's your art, your way. I had somebody come to my paint party last night. We were painting these plastic pumpkins. And she said, "Do I have to do what you're doing?" No way. No way, Jose. Absolutely not. I said, "I only brought the colors I brought, but feel free to do whatever you want." Even in my kits, I'm always like, suggested supply list. Okay. All right. We are going to get started gluing now. Get out my hot glue. And watch how fun this all just now starts to come together. So there's one. There's two. Aren't these cool, you guys? Here is three. Did you get hit with a hurricane? Is that why your yard's a mess? If so, I'm so sorry. Good luck with that. All right. Now we're going to, remember, these hands come in pairs. So you want to line them up and make sure that you're not messing up anyone's hands. Okay? Get rid of that. Okay, so just a dab of glue, and that's one. Dab of glue, and that's two, and then you can get off the strings. Dab of glue. Oh, I did that one wrong. Is that right? Nope. It'll come off. That one. Why am I so confused? Oh, there we go. That's why. That's why. I got it. Sometimes these hands confuse me. Okay, that's two. That's three. Okay. And these you can put wherever you want. You can put them in the middle. You can put them on. I like mine hanging off a little bit. Like I put the ghost on her last time, but I put it here this time. Like a pumpkin. The jack-o'-lantern. black cat. I'm going to put the black cat on this side so we can see the design that I made on the bottom of the dress on that side. And then we have the bat, the spider, the raven, and another pumpkin. I'm going to put this pumpkin on top of this one, just off to the side a little bit. Okay. My strings. Oh, I put my finger in there. Let me get a little bit of purple and fix that. Easy peasy. And now, for some reason, I like the raven up here in the hair. Okay? I like that there. I'm going to put the bat here. And I'll put the spider here. I'm going to act like she's holding that spider purse. So let me get my liner brush. I'm going to get some black. And I'm just going to draw a couple little lines from her hands down to the purse. And there we go. Just want to add a little bit of white into my ghost eyes. A little bit of highlight on the hands, just 'cause. I'm going to take the back of my brush. I'm going to pick the different back of my brush, a smaller one. And I'm going to dip into the black. And I'm going to give them each some eyes. And there we go. So, ta-da! Turn you guys around. So, thank you for joining me for 31 days of Halloween. We kicked it off with our favorite, am I going to be able to do this? 3 witches. Aren't they cool? And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.